Good day everybody and welcome to episode 34 of the Rieg AD Wedding Show, and we are here with Michelle and Shawn of the Walskipper. Everyone knows about the Walskipper, but because this is a national and international program, we would like to tell the whole world about this beautiful wedding venue that is so unique to Jeffreys Bay and even to the Eastern Cape, situated right on the beach. Richard and myself got married here 20 years ago, so it is very special to be here. Michelle, Shawn, thank you very much for your time, and tell us a little bit more about the Walskipper.
Okay, so the original meaning of the Walskipper is in the olden days, like a couple of hundred years ago, when the ships used to dock off the coast because they couldn't come in, they used to send tender boats in to pick up their groceries. And that tender boat with the guy who used to bring it in is called the Walskipper. So that's where the name originates from.
I didn't even know that, so that's quite interesting.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Especially getting married here, we didn't even know the origin of the
We
word.
just knew it was a beautiful setting.
Yeah, we
I think we fell in love with the setting when we got here. Yeah.
For the setting.
Yeah.
And we know you recently purchased the restaurant. How long have you been in the new owners here?
We took over from the 1st of September last year, so we did get a couple of months in.
Pre-lockdown.
Yeah. Then we decided to have a 4-month holiday, because we could.
No, you just roll
That
like
wasn't
that.
part of the plan.
Have you had the opportunity to have a wedding here?
Yes, we have. We've had 2 here already.
Since September, since
Yeah.
you took over. Okay.
We have.
That's wonderful. How many people can you accommodate?
Well, on the inside we can accommodate 140 people, and obviously weather dependent we can accommodate another 130 outside, but obviously again it's weather dependent. But yeah, 140 quite comfortably inside.
That is a big.
Yeah,
That's very big for a restaurant.
Yeah.
Not many restaurants in our town can accommodate that many on the inside.
Yeah, unless it's a dedicated venue. I mean, normally most of the guys max out at about 100 or 80 or something like that.
Yes, but not in a restaurant setup. Yeah.
From a menu point of view, do you just offer your standard menus, or is it something that the bride and groom can discuss with you? Is it open?
It's an open forum. We can tailor make anything you like, whether it's a buffet, whether you want a sit-down plated menu. It's entirely up to the bride and groom. I've been a chef for over 30 years, so we can literally do whatever it is that makes your day happy.
Okay. It's quite interesting. I didn't know that. So I mean, just out of interest, your career, have you traveled a lot as a chef?
Yeah, I worked on the cruise lines for 6 years, so I've been all over the world with the ships.
Okay.
I worked for Sun International for 7 years in places like Walka, Sun City. I've worked in Cape Town. I've done a stint in Plettenberg Bay, and then my wife dragged me to Jeffreys Bay. And yeah, now here we are.
We're very thankful for that. Thanks, Michelle.
You're welcome.
What a great leader. It takes a magical woman to bring a great chef to a beautiful place like this. That's only going to make the restaurant even better. I mean, it's already a great freaking restaurant, but to even up the game is a plus.
I mean, even sitting here, it's quite difficult to stay focused and not just stare at the ocean. I mean, it's a extremely windy day. So again, I think on Friday's episode we had a lot of wind in the background. It's the same story today. And keep in mind the Walskipper is open. I mean, this is an open restaurant. I know you can close, but I mean, right now everything's open, so we can savor and experience nature, properly.
I have to say that, this is our little piece of heaven. That's why we came here.
Oh yes, no, that's, I mean, it's like, you just, like I say, you don't even want to look at the camera, you just want to look at
the see the whole day.
What camera?
Look, I can tell one thing that maybe a lot of people don't know, is that this restaurant is very wind protected.
Okay.
So literally, unless the wind is coming in straight off the ocean, when you walk through our front door and you come into the restaurant, it just disappears.
I mean,
no wind at all.
Well, anyone can see the wind is really howling, and we'll make sure to put in a couple of shots of how it's actually performing today on the waves, and our hair are not blowing.
You just hear it in the background, but there's no wind inside here. From a ceremony point of view, do you always do the ceremonies inside, or is it mostly on the beach, or is that also?
So we work with a local coordinator normally because we don't have
Okay.
the facilities to accommodate like chairs and stuff like that.
Okay.
But she does everything on the beach, yes,
Okay.
and she does a beautiful setup.
Yeah, it is always the most special. I mean, that's what we did as well. I mean, we literally got married just there on that piece of beach, and
There's
then you
nothing
just
more romantic.
and you
No.
just walk across. I mean, you don't even have to drive anywhere. You literally just walk
It's
50
the
meters
most
to.
beautiful wedding venue. Barefoot in the sand.
Yeah, and I mean that's
don't
another.
think there's any place that can beat it.
I think that's another unique feature of the Walskipper which we haven't touched on. I mean, the floor is sea sand. I mean, so you can. Our wedding was barefoot, and I think most people that get married here, and I know there was only probably one or two of our older guests who still had shoes on.
Yeah, but they were older. I think
Yes.
they will walk on the beach with shoes.
Okay.
as well. It's just the age thing.
From your side, is there any advice that you'd give someone starting this whole process of planning a wedding? You know, from a business point of view, you know, from Walskipper, or even from a personal point of view? Because I think that's something that we're really trying to get across. Is often a lot of the brides and grooms, they only have access to a few people, and those people sometimes push them in the wrong direction. So we'd like to give them advice from as many people as we can, so you make informed decisions.
So for me, I would say don't let anyone tell you what you must do. It is your day. It's not your uncle's, your aunt's, the granny. It's your day. Not your mother-in-law's day. It's your day.
Yeah,
So do what you want to do on the day.
I think that's very, very important.
It is, yeah.
Way too often we hear that things get changed because of a parent or a grandparent's wishes.
Yeah, and maybe someone is paying.
Yeah.
So then the couple feel obliged to, yes,
fall in
to
line.
change
Yeah.
some of their wishes to oblige because they feel a little bit guilty because someone else is paying. But if someone gifts you with paying, it is your prerogative to choose whatever you want to for
Yeah,
that day.
they should stand back and let you make your day
It
special.
is
as
solid
well.
advice.
And then I think back to a little bit more business side. I mean, we're sitting still in level 3 of lockdown, so technically weddings isn't a possibility. What would you advise to someone planning to get married in 2021? Because we're all hoping that by then everything will be back to normal again. How long in advance should they contact you to secure the venue? And I think maybe a twofold question from my side, that, and then if they're planning a smaller wedding, is that also a possibility? You know, do you need to be a big group, or is it possible to accommodate a smaller wedding?
So basically, we've already got a wedding booked in October.
Okay.
But however, they're a small party. They're like 30 people, and basically what we do is we cordon off a part of the restaurant to accommodate them and the way they would like to do things and everything else. And we tell them up front, you know, other patrons will come in. The other option is to hire the venue for the day.
Okay.
So then basically you have exclusivity to the
Yes.
venue for the entire day. It's a blank canvas. You go mad, do whatever it is that you want. And from a booking perspective, you know, apart from December, which is obvious in these areas,
And Easter.
and Easter, and pandemic time, bookings are literally open. People don't book that far in advance as
Okay.
far as normal tables go.
Yes.
But yeah, we are open to bookings for weddings, etc.
Okay, but the sooner the later, I think.
The sooner the better.
Sooner the better. Yeah, but I can say sooner
Sooner the
later.
later.
Yeah, sooner the better. Yeah, thank you.
The
yeah,
later the sooner.
yeah. No, let's not complicate it.
I
so.
know we won't.
And your coordinator, can we place the details below? Do you only work with a specific coordinator, or?
So anything can be sent to me
Okay.
on my email, and I deal with her directly.
Okay, I
I
understand.
CC her on whatever communication, and then I let her deal. But people don't have to use her.
Okay, so if someone is
can
from,
use anyone.
if they're from out of town and they've already got a coordinator, they can just.
Yes,
they can
but I
just get
mean,
it.
it's always preferable. Preferable.
Yes.
It's always better to work with the decor person that you already know, because most of the people that gets married here are from out of town.
Yes.
And they do trust the reference that you give. So best is to contact you
Yeah.
directly and you work with the lady that you know will deliver.
And who knows the restaurant?
Because
you know
often-
what you can and can't do here.
Especially when it comes to outside setups. I mean, you cannot just work with anyone so that doesn't know about draping and wind and getting everything
The
out
tides,
and the
yeah.
tide. So you work with this lady and she knows the restaurant, she knows the tide. It is important to stick with that one person that you can trust.
That's an interesting point because I've been at a few. I normally go down to the ceremony before AD because she always comes with the bride. But I've been on beach weddings more than once where in those last 30 minutes before the bride arrives, things had to be moved quickly because, for instance, the tide wasn't taken into consideration. So it's
Or plugs or extension cords or
things like that.
stuff like that.
yeah, local knowledge.
You know, we have a reputation to uphold.
Yes.
So it's nicer to use somebody who
Yes,
you know
interest.
what they do as opposed to somebody they don't. Because
I
when
totally
guests are
agree.
sitting there on the evening, they look at us.
Yes, I
they
agree.
they don't look at the coordinator
Yeah.
who put the funny decor or
No.
anything like
It's
that.
Walskipper.
The
Exactly.
association will always be you. They're not going to think it's going to be an outside lady or an outside company that did the setup outside. They think it is Walskipper. So it is by association, it is you. If it doesn't
I know,
work,
it's unfortunate, but yeah, that's why I agree with you. Use the people that you can trust and who you know deliver the service.
And we'd like to use local people, like support other local businesses. You know, at the end of the day, we're a small town, so
I think that was also part of the message that we want to get across to a lot of people coming from out of town, that the Eastern Cape, specifically Jeffreys Bay, has got amazing vendors and suppliers
Yes.
for the wedding industry.
There's-
You don't need to import people at huge cost. There is brilliant people down here that will give you just as good a service and product as what you will find anywhere
sure.
else in the world.
for sure.
Yeah.
You
And let's
don't
just
have
they
to
must just actually come down here and come have a look.
experience
Yeah,
it.
and or come sit here and come enjoy this
Yeah,
beautiful view.
I think they must come for a couple of test drives.
Yes.
first.
Yes.
that's
So
a
that they can make
fabulous idea.
100% sure that this is exactly what they want.
You've got to
Because
ask for more.
I cannot think that anyone that sits here would walk away and say, no, you know what? I don't like this view. It's too beautiful for me. Can't take it. No. They must just come and sit here and experience it for themselves, experience the food.
That's beautiful.
the
Like
view and
Michelle said,
everything.
it's a slice of heaven.
It is.
You've got
Yeah, it
everything
is.
here.
It is. I think there's very few places in this country or maybe even in the world that is as close to the ocean as this. I mean, and when you sit here, you really feel like you are right
on
on
the
top of
sea.
it.
Part
yeah.
of even.
Yeah.
it is beautiful.
Well, so thank you very much. If there's anything else that you guys want to add, you're welcome to. If we missed anything,
We are open again now.
okay.
Obviously, we're allowed to. And we're running a special,
Okay.
a 10% discount on your bill
Okay,
special
brilliant.
until the end of July.
I actually saw it. You've been marketing it on social media, and that is a great special.
Yes.
Everyone is a little bit cash strapped, so it can benefit anyone. We know the food is great.
For people that are complaining about they can't see their granny or their auntie or their friends, but they can go to a restaurant, bring them to the Walskipper.
But that's a
And you
very
can
good
see them,
idea.
yeah.
Yes.
And
It's a
you've got
very good
fresh
idea.
air
Yes, fresh air.
10%
open
discount.
venue,
and 10% discount.
Oh, brilliant.
And a view.
and more than adequate spacing for
Yeah, no,
social
I think that's what we just said. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no table nothing is too close to one another. You can sit a lot of people here, and they are still socially far enough from one another.
Yes, the new normal.
So, from our side, thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow again with episode 35. And please remember to subscribe. We'll put the link down below. We'll put all the Walskipper's details down below as well. And remember, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away that Rieg AD family lifestyle of couple shoot to the value of 3,000 Rand. And all you have to do is be a subscriber. So please subscribe. And see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.
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 Bye.